everybody. Welcome back to the Grey Highland Public Library Story Time. I want to say hi to Aubrey and River and Tallulah and Diggory. Can everybody get your hands waving? Hello, everybody, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Hello, everybody, and touch your elbow, touch your elbow, touch your elbow. Hello, everybody, and touch your elbow today. Today we're reading Natasha Wing's The Night Before Groundhog Day, written by Natasha Wing and illustrated by Amy Wummer. And we're reading with the permission of Penguin Random House. 'Twas the night before Groundhog Day, and all through our town, everyone was waiting for tomorrow's countdown. Because in the morning, when we all come together, a groundhog will wake up and forecast the weather. If it's a bright sunny day, his shadow he'll see. That means 6 more weeks of winter there'll be. But if it's cloudy and gray, his shadow won't appear. That's what I'm hoping, for it means spring will be here. At school, we did crafts in our art classes. We made groundhog masks. Mine had a bow tie and glasses. We made pop-up puppets with flat sticks and cups. We made that last year. We learned baby groundhogs are called cubs, kits, or pups. We studied our climate, plus the 4 seasons. The weather changes for all kinds of reasons. That's sort of what we did for a craft in January. When we all voted on what news the groundhog would bring, everyone but one boy said there'd be an early spring. Does that mean that the groundhog saw his shadow or didn't? You're right, he didn't see his shadow if there's going to be an early spring. I like winter, said Paul. I'm crazy for snow. Not me, I told him. This cold weather has to go. At home after dinner, we baked special cupcakes. I added on frosting and coconut flakes. Those look delicious. We hung our wool hats on hooks with great care. We'll be ready to celebrate, come foul weather or fair. That night, I burrowed all snug in my bed while visions of groundhogs danced in my head. Ooh, how many groundhogs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's early in morning. At last, Groundhog Day. It's not sunny at all, but will the clouds stay? My family bundles up and heads to Town Square, where a crowd's already gathering. There's music in the air. The band starts playing a Groundhog Day song. When it comes to the chorus, the crowd sings along. I look up at the sky. Oh no, the sun's coming out. Come back, clouds, I beg, with a shout. He looks very happy. He's hoping for more winter. Excuse me, says a news reporter. What's your prediction? Spring! No winter, he reports. We have a contradiction. Grown-ups in top hats soon appear on the stage. The mayor reads a proclamation from a fancy scrolled page. There's the mare. Then we all begin counting backward from 10. Wait for the groundhog to pop out of his den. Can you count with me backwards? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The crowd loudly chants, "Wake up from your nap." The mare waves her cane and gives the den a good tap. When what to our eyes should appear at last but the official predictor to make his forecast. His eyes so sleepy, his cheeks so round, he finally climbs out from under the ground. Look how sleepy he looks. They woke him up. Does he see his shadow? The world wants to know, will there be spring or 6 weeks of snow? What do you think? Did you hear the groundhog's prediction today? Do you know much about groundhogs? Did you know that they dig holes in the ground called dens, and that's where they live? Did you know that they hibernate, which means they sleep in the winter when it's so cold and there's too much snow for them to find food? So right now we're going to sing a song about it, about groundhogs. Okay, let's go. If you're a groundhog and you know it, dig a hole. If you're a groundhog and you know it, dig a hole. If you're a groundhog and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a groundhog and you know it, dig a hole. If you're a groundhog and you know it, hibernate. If you're a groundhog and you know it, hibernate. If you're a groundhog and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a groundhog and you know it, hibernate. If you're a groundhog and you know it, look for your shadow. If you're a groundhog and you know it, look for your shadow. If you're a groundhog and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a groundhog and you know it, look for your shadow. Okay, today's Groundhog Day, so this is what's going to be in your craft bag. A coloring page of a groundhog that says Feb, and number 2, February 2nd, Happy Groundhog Day. And you'll also get one of these, which has a bunch of pictures on it, and it has shadows on it of the different pictures. So you cut those out, like I have right here, and you can put them out. Oops. And then try to match the shadows to them. There's this one. What does it look like? Where would it go? Do you think it's the mitten? It does look like it. I think you're right. And what about this one? Does it look like the snowflake or the snowman? Let's check and see. I think we've got a match here. And this one, can you tell what it is? I think you're right, the snowflake. And how about this guy here? What does it look like the shadow of? The snowman? You're right. And how about this one? I bet you've all been doing a lot of this, shoveling. It goes with the shovel. And does that look like Santa's sleigh? Yep. And this is something you might have hot chocolate in. Right there. And have you been skating this year yet? Right there. And that's what you can do. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us at the Grey Highland Public Library Story Time. Hope you come again.